Hi everybody, so it's Monday, horrendous weather here, hasn't stopped raining all day, and I saw an email this morning from an Australian demonstrator whose email list I'm on. It was a blog hop, and the card I'm doing is nothing like what she did, but it brought back some memories. So I dug out a style, I don't even know what it's called, but it opens a bit like a book. I haven't done this for about, I don't know, 10, 12 years, and I used to love them. I just like the ribbon bit. So this is an old designer series paper, but I just thought, again, it's quick and easy, but I just think it's almost a bit of a wow. So I've got some stuff ready to show you. I'm using basic white. Now on that one that I did earlier, the flower is obviously the focal point. With the gems, but the paper I'm using up is from the suit and tie suite, which finishes on the 30th, so you've only got a couple more days to get hold of it. So it's a basic white card. It's the usual dimensions, 10.5 by 14.8, and I've just scored it at 2.5 centimeters to open the front flap. It's just a little bit hanging on there. Okay. Then I've cut the DSP down, designer series paper down, to fit on the flap, and I thought it looked a bit bare on that one. And also I'm using ribbon. The only blue I've got is the Pool Party, which is a bit sort of iridescent. So I thought it might look nicer with a bit of designer series paper on the flap. And then because it's kind of quite busy, but there's no focal point, I've done stamped Happy Birthday. I love this set, which I just got, Biggest Wish. So you can stamp the birthday in big or the birthday in small. So I chose to do the happy in big. I love that font. And then I've cut it out using the Stitched So Sweetly dies, which I just love, and I just seem to use for everything. So that's what I'm using today. Let's get them out of the way. And okay, so all we need to do is to do a bit of gluing and hole punching. So I have got my trusty, gosh, I can't remember what this is called. Anyway, it's brilliant. And because I have rheumatoid arthritis, Crocodile, I can't use the handheld one. There we go, Crocodile 2. So I have the one that you sit on the desk, and it's brilliant. So I'm just going to do a bit of adhering, and I will need some dimensionals and some, I think I'll probably use Seal Plus just to be sure. So I'm going to put the biggest bit on first. Trusty silicone mat. So I don't know if the weather's any better where you are. I'm near Gatwick, and it hasn't stopped raining all day. We went out this morning and it was like winter, really. I mean, we had hoodies on and everything. So yes, not good at all. And it has been cold as well. I mean, my husband suffers from the cold, so he did even have to put the heating on the other day, just because the house was so cold, just to give him a bit of warmth. But it's not actually on now. But you wouldn't believe it's the longest day today. It's so dark. Okay, that's just going to go on the little end. Now, I have already marked this. I don't know if I can see them still. No. So what I'm going to do is now punch the holes, and you go right through, so it goes through to the back rather than just going through the one layer. So I just need to mark it again. So 2.5 centimeters and 2.5 centimeters. Done it in turquoise, so hopefully I can see it. And I'm just going to punch quite a decent sized hole so that I can get the ribbon to go through. Just need to line this up. Yeah, I'm having trouble seeing. That's it. And today I'm not even going to attempt to do a ribbon in a bow. I'm just going to do it in a knot. And actually on this, it looks quite effective. There we go. So I can get that out of the way now. A bit more space on the desk. There we go. So how easy was that, really? I've scored it at 2.5 centimeters, punched a couple of holes, stuck some paper down, and nearly there. So as you probably guessed, I do love my designer series paper. I do stamping as well, but I realised the whole of last week I don't think I did much at all. So I have at least stamped a sentiment today, but I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. I did every day last week at 2 o'clock, and it just meant that I couldn't do anything really during the day. So my husband wants to get out and about, so I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and there's not a 2 o'clock match every day. In fact, I think there's 5. There's 2 at 5 and there's 2 at 8 today. I can't remember who they are. I did look it up. I have got my guide downstairs, but it's an excuse for me to craft. So, no, I told you I wouldn't be able to do a bow. So there we go. I'm going to tie this in a knot. Actually, I'm going to pull it through a bit more, not waste so much of my ribbon. There we go. So hubby's downstairs watching the football, and there we go. Actually, it looks quite nice with the it's the designer series paper is navy and Pacific Point. It's quite a nice contrast actually. I wouldn't normally think of using those two. So I've stamped the happy is in Pacific Point, although it looks quite dark, and the birthday is in Memento Black. So there we go. Right, I'm just going to cut. Get it cut that way. Beautiful, this ribbon, I love it. Pool party, but it is very fine and iridescent. So there we go. I've got some to use for the future. There we go. So all I'm going to do now is layer my sentiment with dimensionals, and I think it probably needs some, see I stamped it incorrectly, so I just turned it over and used the other side, and once it's stuck down the person who's going to receive it will never know unless they watch this video. There we go. Yeah, I think it's going to need some rhinestones or pearls or something. So anyway, let's get this stuck on first. And right in the centre. There we go. Beautiful. I like that. And the paper, as I said, is from the suit and tie suite, but actually that's flowers, so you could use it for male or female, really. Okay, so now I'm just going to get some gems. What gems shall I use? What genial gems? Pastel pearls. I did have some opal rounds, which might look quite nice. Let's just get those. Or maybe just some plain. I've got some black dots. Something about those. Black dots might be quite nice. Yeah, actually, they might be quite nice. Let's compare. Oh, I know. These are not in the current catalogue, but they have carried over. So they'll be in the one that's coming out on the 1st of August. And these were Christmas, the blue adhesive back gems. So I think that will look pretty nice, actually. Let's have a look. Not sure whether to use the blue. Actually, these ones, I think. I don't know if you can see that, how beautiful they are. Really shimmery. And these ones are quite dark, so they will go really well. There. One there. And the third one. Okay, I'm pleased with that. Now, because it's plain white inside, I have got a leftover strip, which I think will just, that's not long enough. I've got a longer strip here somewhere. There we go. Now, along the bottom, or along the side. I quite like the bottom actually, and that will tuck underneath. So I'm going to just put some glue on that, not right the way along because I'm going to be cutting that off. I'm going to slide that underneath there, try and line it up. There we go, and I'm just going to snip the excess off. And there you have it. Again, another quick and easy card, and I will put all the measurements on my blog. Thanks for watching. Hope you get some decent weather soon. Bye.